Welcome back. It is a rainy, slow Sunday afternoon / evening here in Luxland. And it's time to jump right back in. We're going to do session 3 of Heavensward. So this has been a lot of fun so far. And I'm looking forward to what we have coming up. So yeah, I don't know exactly how far we're going to get, as always, just because I don't really plan these things out super hard. But with any luck, we'll be heading up through the next dungeon and see how things go from there. So yeah, let's just hop right in, shall we? So as you can see, I have got myself some new glam. We have a shirt. We have ourselves a shirt, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. And yeah, let's hop in. Let's get to it. So we got to get the Moogles to accept us. And that's going to mean doing a bunch of nonsense for them. So we could probably just grab all of these, honestly. Thought about trying to make sure we did them like one at a time, but you know, it's just more efficient if we do them all together, and it doesn't change anything with the story. The plot points are still going to happen in order. Get up top here. Oh, I see an Aether Current. Hang on. Gotta go make sure we grab this. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. This little patch of sunlight made me think it was a little, like, the edge of a, Aether Current. But that was not the case. Right. So. Yeah. The Churning Mist is not exactly the most friendly. Oh, actually, it's just over here. Okay. I realize now that the up symbol was no longer being shown on the map, so right over here. Yeah, everything in the schedule got shifted around. I was gonna play this yesterday and then do this yesterday, then TCG Simulator today, but that did not happen. So decided let's keep up with this, make sure our YouTube viewers are getting what they want them. And so carry this on. Not to mention, I just like, you know, continuously moving through this. Don't let it fall too far behind, you know. So. I'm excited though. I'm excited to play some TCG Simulator. It's, I've not played any other simulator games before. At least, like, you know, this kind of like. Okay. I don't see anything else to do, so we just go do that. Just up. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to go through it. So I've never done that before. Never played one of these kind of like store simulator kind of games. And I like the fact that we get to open cards. Cracking packs without the fear of being like, oh no, I'm feeding a gambling addiction. I'm pretty anti packs of cards anymore. I used to be all about it, especially when I was a kid. I'd spend like every penny I could own, I'd be just dropping them into packs of cards. Just because, like, that was the only way you could buy, you know, at the time, Star Wars cards for me. The thought of buying a single was, like, just not there. No side quest, thank you. No time for any of that nonsense. Yeah, I would just drop every penny I had into Star Wars card packs, trying to find enough good cards for a deck. And I always had bad pulls. It's always difficult for me to trade cards to get the cards I did need. So I spent a lot of time trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, to borrow a phrase. But yeah. Over the years, I'd buy the occasional box of Magic cards just because who doesn't like cracking packs? That's like the problem, is that like it's objectively incorrect to do it when you could just buy singles. But humans like it. Humans enjoy it. The problem. Gambling wasn't fun, it wouldn't really be addicting, now would it? Oh, this one wants to get up top. Okay. Now this is the question where it's like, do we go down to go up? Or do we go out to go up? Definitely do not go down. Probably have to like wrap all the way around the side here. If I were to guess correctly. This would have been a spot where there's no bridge up top, it looks like. This would have been a spot where I would have had a friend just fly me. You know? Oh, there is no way up there. How do you get up then? This is gonna take a minute to figure out how to get up. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure. Maybe we do have to go to the other side. Something there, though. Also over here. Let's just go to this one. The enemies should leash by the time we get there. Yeah, it looks like, okay, there's a quest in this area as well. You can see on the mini-map, the whole area is red. Gather this Cloud's Breath stuff. Maybe we head over this way, perhaps, to find more of it. This we have the mini-map to pay attention to make gathering up all of our little sparklies. Oh, no, we're okay. It's up top, isn't it? It's on top of this hill. We gotta figure out a way to get up there. Alright. Again, this is where, like, back when I was doing this originally and I had my buddy Rigel to fly me around. This was so much easier. One of them was... Oh, there we go. I'm really not sure. I think you can jump across. Can you jump across? There's got to be another way up there. I just don't know where it is. It might be inside Mogham, actually. It's probably inside Mogham. You just go up a different way and you get to the top. Just roof access somewhere. But instead I'm going to try to, like, jump across a chasm. Jump up a rock. He's pretty cool looking. Okay. So my thought, there's zero shot, right? There's just no way. Do a running jump from here? Yeah, no, we don't make it at all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got some aggro. Before we regen. 1,000 hit points. All right. It's gotta be from inside. That's really irritating. We're not able to leave combat soon. We're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, it's probably there's probably just another ramp I missed on the inside that leads you to the roof. That looks like one actually right there. Maybe? If there is, it's got to be over this way. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh no, you got to be able to get up there because I see there's an Aether current right there. Wait. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Perfecto. We figured it out. Okay. Yeah, this scientist coat is coming in super handy. I think it might be it might be a Dawn Trail NPC's outfit, if I'm not mistaken, but we're working out for us. Working for me. Fits the general vibe of what I want to do with my Red Mage Lambs, and then also the fact that, like, I could just dye it different colors and have it be somewhat applicable to the other things. I've got it for my Astrologian set now and a bunch of other stuff like that. Alright, what am I supposed to do now that I'm up here? Obtain Moogle Masterpiece. Painted stone here. Wow, okay. And that's just it. That's all we needed to do. Okay. Alright. Can we just drop from here? No, that would be far too convenient. Okay. Alright, we could drop from over here. Most likely. Oh, come on. Let me just drop like a normal human being in a video game. There we go. Turn then. Alright. 58, pretty cool. We get emboldened. We're not gonna be able to use it for a long time, but okay. Looking at this stuff, probably. Gonna. The materia is almost assuredly the least valuable thing I'm picking up, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're gonna just go talk to everybody, I guess. Oh, nope, not that one. Shoot. Oh, we gotta talk to all the party members. Okay. Alphino, Estinian. Annie over here. Bell. Look up. Looking at some of the official plushies today, and they're actually pretty decently priced. I'd be picking up one of them at the very least. I was like, let's look for a Carbuncle plushie, and I found like their site had like a whole bunch of other ones too. They had a really cute like Moogle, the Primals version of a Moogle as well. Really, really fun. Good stuff. Alpha. Never have I seen such determined workers. Kupo. It would have taken us months to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands.
And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain?
Without a doubt! In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with fellow Moogle. But, you see, before any meeting with Hraesvelgar could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. What better way to help, you pass the time than by having you perform all of the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do? Oh dear. The horn. Bring out the horn quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm. Come on. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgham may have sat on it. So we needed some time for the cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done now, though. Now, you need simply head to to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot.
We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hraesvelgar.
Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Cabal. The old worm isn't terribly fond of
Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hraesvelgar will welcome our overtures.
Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we've squandered enough time already.
Chieftain Mooglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of the new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky.
Of course, come on. Visit us any time you wish. Consider Bog home, your home amongst the clouds. Dude. I need a paranoia check real quick. Yep, nope, we're good. Awesome. I just forgot. I realized I forgot to check the audio specifically in the game scene, but we're fine. Windows/OBS has such a hard time remembering your audio settings that it behooves one to check very frequently.
Alfino, Lux, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, then they would have never chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo-Kurp, that ultimately won us trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelfthwood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kapoor. I've made so many new friends, and I've so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Hraesvelgar awaits. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Serestinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen.
What? I don't think I caught that. Where's the way out? There it is. I just like could not. Everything was just dirt texture. I had no idea where to go. All right, we're good. Worst comes to worst, I'm always gonna teleport it out. Couple hundred gil to save trying to figure out where the ramp is. Might be. Alrighty. Okay. I like how they said it's west of here, and it's definitely north. Oh, we must be going north then west. Okay, that makes. They still could have added that there was a north component to it. North and west. Oh, I guess we get attacked by dragons on the way, huh? What's up, guys? Alrighty. We have Emboldened. We could be using it, but... They're intent on us not making it to our meeting. Left. I mean, basically we follow the road, right? Pretty much the idea. Yeah, we can't just go straight left anyway. Not sure what all the dinosaurs are doing up here, but hey, whatever. This was once the home to many, many Elysian. Alright, let's say our destination is just up ahead. Well, I say destination. Our next checkpoint is just up ahead. Would you look at that? Another dragon in the way. Weird how this keeps happening. Oh, hi guys. Been ambushed over here. Alright. Decently hard. But we can't handle though. We do like severely outlevel this content. We're like 4 levels higher than it, so. Not that any of this is meant to be difficult. Okay, almost there. I think we might have a right here to go grab. Does it? Yeah. Not. I want to grab this this current before we move on with our quest. Oh, I think we're just stopping to talk to the to talk about the ruins. Give me the money. All right. Lot of dragons. Can't pick our way through some of these. The MMO tactics of trying to run past as many things as possible. You think with how much practice I have running past things without having them aggro, or at least without having them kill me, I would be like super down to play a bunch of like Resident Evil games or whatever, but I just kind of suck at them. Not my thing, unfortunately. Fortunate in part because, well, make good content. Resident Evil games tend to be like nice and compact. You kind of finish them up, you know, you get through them without too much fuss. There's a decent amount of like the way you play it. There's the just the, you know, funny clip thing of like, ha ha ha, I was scared of a zombie that was trying to eat my face. Oh, not me. Alright, this guy is gonna make this extra annoying. I'm just gonna kill him. I just don't want him, like, aggroing at the wrong time. Don't want none of that. All the swords. Alrighty. I don't know. What are we doing? Like making firewood or something? Or killing enchanted trees to make firewood? I have no idea. Defeat threatening monsters in the west and the east. Okay, it's just literally. It's a pretty generic quest, honestly. Perhaps we're setting up camp before we meet with Hraesvelgar. We gotta just, like, kill random things in the area. I don't know. Either that, they were like, we gotta pad out the quest line quick. Throw in killing some random monsters for no reason. I appreciate the fact that it wasn't dragons. Kinda have to go past this guy, though. Like, the main thing. It's a fun mount. Setting up camp, okay. That slab falling in such a way to make a table is pretty cool. I brought firewood. Dies immediately. Aw, Alfie knows growing up. Come on, man. Aw, look at the little guy.
Ah. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a cooking fire of one's own making.
Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Till recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and flint.
'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then, but yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal Yselle, with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlayan dignitary, and alongside my twin, I became the youngest student to ever be accepted in the studium. How proud was I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men have I laid down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have they've been taught to believe.
We're gonna start pissing off Stydian for no reason here.
'Twas only upon meeting Hraesvelgar that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny. But I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous, perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure. Of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge.
You are well on your way, Master Elfino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear. Scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored.
Wow.
Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragonsong War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that there will it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders or no.
Estinian, you gave your word.
My word was contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hraesvelgar of the righteousness of your cause.
Doubt not, but that I shall. Well, winds willing, we shall have ourselves have our answers in the morrow. Let us sleep now, and face the fate with the rising sun.
I love this cutscene. This is one of my favorite bits of the entire expansion. Really, really well done. I love the fact that everybody here can have these different... I just want to take a look at some of these. But yeah, have these like different sort of... Okay. Have these different sort of thoughts and convictions and motivations. And that they can work together and just hash it out. And while they got a little heated, not so much so that they don't, you know, they're starting to see each other's points of view, I think is the main thing, right? It's just, I love it. I just absolutely adore it. The fact that, like, this takes a much better writer to pull off than something like A Realm Reborn, where it's like, these are the bad guys. They're doing the bad things. These are the good guys. They're trying to stop the bad things. You know? This is like two people trying to stop the bad things, but it's more complicated than that. You know? And there's more to it than just these people are bad, those people are bad. It's a very true to life situation. Not that there are obviously bad people in real life. You can't, it's not that everything is realistic when it's shades of gray, but the fact that you can have this in something like this, it's a difficult thing to pull off properly. And when you can manage it, it's wonderful. It leaves just this amazing interwoven tapestry of story threads that I just adore. Really, really good. And it's something I try to do a lot in my RP stories as well. But can't always do it. Can't always pull it off, but that's okay because you can always fall back on your mustache twirlers. Nothing says you can't have a mustache twirling villain. It's just that you want to make sure that not every villain is a mustache twirler. All right, here we go, chap. Heading on up. Go talk to the big man himself. Oh, nope. Gotta grab this first. See if any of these behind. I'll have a drink near me. I do. And it's a better drink than I would have got otherwise. Water is way, especially like room temperature water, way better for your throat than a soda is. So we'll go with that. All right. Moment of truth. It's a huge part of the story, massive coming up here. Mortals, why do you disturb my slumber? Try to keep up, but we are on auto advance. That might not be very possible. Look at him. He's a big puppy.
Gracevelga.
Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaketh the release of oblivion. Leave me. Awaiteth. Did I say waiteth or awaken? Waiteth. He waiteth oblivion.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Gracevelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak that name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit has descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love?
Oh no.
I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool, the light but illuminated from the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by dark one's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst dwarves. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed a semblance of my fallen brood. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of a misplaced faith.
That's really important.
Then the spirit that answered me
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Aww.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace. Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. "1,200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. 2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. 'Twas out of a selfish desire to process the strength of the King Thordan that conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his Leal Knights, the most noble of Elezen, Lord, my brood sister, Rataroskar. Ah, crud. We missed one. Yep, they brought her out. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger of my brood sister's tattered corpse defiled by Elezen allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in a manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all. For from their bloody banquet, the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, the fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears,
and with, practice savagery. They tore it, they grabbed his eye. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song of my kind shall ne'er forget. E'en should 10,000 years pass, and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Well, because he was there, for one. What thou chooses to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts behind every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of this torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear the trace of Rataraska's essence. But a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it.
Then, the seed lies within us.
'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus they are transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army of newborn dragons. One by one, through death or dereliction, my brood brother shall account for all the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragonslayer. Comprehendest thou how the futility of thy quest? Now, not how.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetuate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. I mean, yeah, we didn't do it, so stop it. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as flesh and the blood that did gush from Matraska's wounds.
How could he not be driven mad? 'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me. But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone.
Woo! That was a tough one. Gotta love this section of the game too. I mean, really, like this whole campaign's great, but like, it's super heavy. Everyone's downcast.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
What are we supposed to do? Lay down and die?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
True.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Reason fails.
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Super tragic.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Yeah. I liked Yselle the moment she dropped into the storyline back in 2.4. And I have liked her at every single turn of the story. She's one of my top characters for sure. I tend to forget about her as time goes on, but she really is very well written, and I feel for her immensely. They just built that a little bit closer where you could have just dropped. Yeah, but this is sort of your Empire Strikes Back kind of moment where it's like, oh crap, and everything we were working towards is falling apart. Alrighty. Blowing them up. All we gotta do is just get Dad to we gotta go this way, okay. Intervene. Have him just tell them to just knock it off. That'll work, right? How do I need to get down there. I'm gonna rock. Is this F? We are like pretty off the mark here. Ah, there's a bridge over this way. 100% where we came from, and I just forgot. That's okay. This way. Oh gosh. Okay, we gotta. Yeah, I was trying to like angle myself to kind of come in from a different direction, hopefully like making it a little bit quicker, and instead I made it like 10 times longer than it needed to be. Wasn't completely clear as to where I should be going. Stynian is, of course, a bit harsh, but also somewhat right, so it's hard to admonish him, right? It is one of those things where it's like, yeah, unfortunately, like we don't have an option. If Nidhogg is just going to kill for basically eternity, the Ishgardian people, then we just can't stop. We'd have to stop. Not giving us an option. Or I expect Design to pop in and put hashtag Nidhogg did nothing wrong. And he would be somewhat correct. Thing is, though, like, just because you're a semi-immortal being doesn't mean that, you know, have the right to punish descendants upon descendants upon descendants of people who wrong you. Not our fault that we're so short-lived. People are not guilty of a crime, you don't punish them. It's pretty simple stuff. Oh, behind me again. You sneaking up on me. Time for the stabby stab. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's like really interesting too, like that it's a huge plot point, like a massive plot reveal that they just dropped where he just revealed that summons do not actually summon. They merely create like what you want to create, basically. And so all of these things that are being called are just being created. They're all false.
Is that it?
Sorry.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Smile.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
Another reason why they brought him into Ishgard, so that he would be here already for us to go talk to. Yeah. Gotta like that. Okay. We are off and running. Wait. Okay, good. I'm glad I double checked that. That was absolutely not what I was trying to do. It's a Red Mage quest that just popped up since we had 58. A Red Mage quest that isn't really going to do anything for us, so definitely do not need to be doing it. Any? Alphino. Gonna go up this way. We could have just I don't know, just gone straight to him, but this works too. Walk to the pillars, I guess. Nice game. Okay. Rosier. Man, this is terrible. Why would they route you this way? Incredibly inefficient. I think. Back on the Fort Tallman. Alright. Airships are this way. What's up, Sid? Lux, Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces.
Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as no little surprise when I tell you that we are in need of a favor.
Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg. Huh. The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship of her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them.
But there must be something we can do. Some manner of weapon we could use, you could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of churning mists, but we do not know how much longer.
All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. Need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we give that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on. The manufactory's not far. Alright. Probably back to the other aetherite over here. I don't think you can hear Alex, but he is. He is whining right now. For some reason, he's been loath to eat his food. I'm trying everything I can to do something about it, but working. He's just off in a corner yelling down the stairs. Sad. He's perfectly healthy, just doesn't feel like eating it.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering.
Yo?
We call it a mana cutter.
Ah.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
Oh. This is how they get around your flying mount.
Hasn't
Okay.
left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
No, I won't actually. Tataru?
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
And?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Meanwhile, Steady is just out there sharpening his lance.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Alrighty. Alright. Take a little detour. Oh. Time to use one of our still 76 Aetheryte tickets. Head on down to the Waking Sands here. Can't believe they still have you coming back to this place. To be fair, though, you don't really need to come here that often. Not in reality.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Bench press is gonna be really.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Julala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
No, it really can't.
It lends some weight to Julala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Right.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Sure thing.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friend. For Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
We're going to arrest a public assistant, like a personal assistant. Personal assistant. Walks straight into the camera. Alex. All right. Right out here. Wrong? Well, they're not far. They're not here. Oh, Higgs. I might try to just give him another, like, fresh can of Catrid, I don't know. But he's just been kind of sniffing at it and, like, just kind of walks away. I don't know what to do. Alright. They're in. Oh, they're there. I think it's in here. That's the correct place.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray, excuse me. General Alden.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Hard to feel too,
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega.
Mm-hmm.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
Yeah.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers.
My gosh,
Mayhap
dude.
that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things.
Why are you
What was
needling
it he
him?
always compared you to?
Want your head separated from your
an
shoulders?
Overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had
Yeah, I
no
wonder
wish
why.
to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
From his perspective, it makes total sense.
We will. Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Sort of.
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial?
Yeah, kind of a
Though
problem.
you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Sucks to get outplayed, but hey.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Love how the Ul'Dah people just go from prosperity to prosperity. They only know upward, upward markets. Alrighty. Wake up the, I don't know. I like Dynamo, okay. He's probably one of the better. If the three national leaders are like pretty decent characters when you consider that they came from ARR and they honestly didn't really change much when it comes to characterization. But yeah, Nanamo is idealistic, but like I like the turn where she goes from like being incredibly idealistic to like being a little bit more practical. I think she gets really good when that happens. Alex is having a hard time figuring out where to put his tail when he's sitting on the mouse pad. Good to be back, huh? Why is her bed so big? This is a Lalafell bed. Why is it huge? It would be like, it's so big it's irritatingly large. Crawling into something that massive. Maybe she's just cheap. I like her stuffed animals though, that's cute. Why does a grown woman have stuffed animals? Where? Here's Dunes folk. How about the eyes? The Dunes folk have like an absolute crap ton of saline running over their eyes. On tears.
I was having the longest dream.
Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
It would be interesting to live in a world where you had, like, just gnomes running around. You know, 2.5 foot tall people. To come back.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Sitting here looking at me purring.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Right.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all.
He's
But
constantly
what
set on
our city
smarm.
truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well. To
Agrias?
declare that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Beowulf?
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
War effort likely is going to profit him a whole bunch, I would imagine. And it would necessitate keeping the monarchy system in place. That's...
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Take control of Uldar's future?
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Bold step,
Among
my
the
guy.
recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes.
By whom?
It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
We should, but like, also, Estinian is waiting.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alfino, proud
That's what
member
you've
of
been the entire
Silence.
expansion. Alright. Oh, there you are. Yikes. Ba-da-da. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this manufacturer of, this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion.
I am assured that Her Grace will make full recovery. I and Uldar too shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Hugary, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit, Braves, abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alfino. To me? I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members are true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. A minute. Will you join me, Lux? You were there at the company's inception. It's only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support.
YouTube, we're back. Just, make the cat happy. It's not working. Acting like he's... Okay. Crystal Braves time. Rising sand, stones, whatever.
Commander, you're still alive!
And Lux too! I knew you'd scrape through.
My splendid Crystal Braves. I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal.
Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. Was a slight messier than expected, aye? But we're still fighting for freedom of all. Just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates?
Self-conscious.
Aye, they all say.
You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the utmost profound regret, then, that I must...
That's enough of that, Commander. We know you've a mind to be saying, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see? And we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of ranks, but we won't be no less of a company.
But Crystal Braves...
The Crystal... Wait, hang on. Get back out. Yep.
The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind each of us. And you.
Commander. Alfino. Our minds are made up. So you might as well just get used to it. Let's help the Scions. Let us help you find Menphilia and the others.
My friends, after all that's happened, I do not know what to say.
I do. Nothing. Say nothing. Sometimes not talking. Oh my gosh. Need about 18 more gallons of water. Okay. Alrighty. Time to head back to Ishgard. See about this mana cutter. Now that the little side story's over with. Actually, come to think of it, it's good. I say the word side story. I wonder why there's never been a Final Fantasy Gaiden. Go in, tag Sid, run away. Go to Fort Tom Manor. Well, it was Phantom Manor. Oh, Estidian, you're here. You're not... Okay. Didn't think you were coming back. I thought you were going to, stand guard there. Admittedly, it would be kind of tiring. Ugh. I'm just such a good actor, guys. I just conjured that yawn on command. Yeah, Rick. I guess we gotta report in that our mission kind of failed, but it's on to plan B. The Lord Commander and Lucia.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
Wait, but then what did we do?
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
Yeah. The long and winding
Not for Master
road.
Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
Right.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye, 'tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
Not as poorly as you
In
think.
this instance, the journey was more important than the destination.
Very true.
Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival?
Yes.
Is that not so, Estinian?
Thank you for catching up.
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
I love it.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Dang, son. Okay.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers. And claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
That's right. And 3 other people that will be... Righty. Oh. Okay. Big stuff afoot here. Off to slay Nidhogg. Ostensibly, end of the Dragon Song War. I don't know how well that works in practice, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, it's a different quest. That's why I was confused. This way, through the gate. He said... Hey. Just lovely, complex. Sorry. I think they don't even show us flying there. It's great. Okay. Alright, we're gonna queue up chat, and when we return, we'll be going into dungeon. Nice and quick queue there. Couldn't even decide to go do anything else in the meantime. So we're ready to go. We're jumping in. Assuming that our other DPS clicks the button. Other DPS. And you probably went to the bathroom. Sandwich. There we go. Oh no, did my portrait not save properly? That's sad. Oh, here we are flying in. Be nice if we saw the other players here. Pretty terrifying. At least we're agile enough, right? Must have used that trick on him like a bunch of times. Wicked immortals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Kind of reasonable. Wow, I never really appreciated how long this cutscene is. I do think I've occasionally been, like, feeling it when I'm waiting for other people to watch the cutscene, but... hot dang. This is a long one. Hopefully no one minds. Yep, someone's asking how long the video is. Hey man. Not my fault. I didn't program it. Oh, that's right. Jeez. Oh, I dual casted by accident? Okay. I've been playing a lot of Astrologian off stream, and I gotta say, it's nice to just sit here in DPS, not have to worry about keeping people alive and looking at health bars. Although I just realized all of our bars are actually kind of huge. When I get a second, I will adjust which one I'm looking at. There. Should be a little cleaner. Oh, I ran out a little bit too early. Are we? Oh gosh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm like, why is this thing not casting? Usually you grab that pack and run up the hill with it, but that's fine. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, these fine chaps sit through one long video already, and I'm gonna make them sit through another one. So, I'm not going to complain about how long it takes them to grab all the AoE packs in a dungeon. I like vaguely remember this fight. Oh gosh, really don't remember it well enough. Yeah, you do want to kind of be close, don't you? Sort of rewards you. I know you like. You get like a tether, and you have to like run the tether to like one of the pillars. Okay. Try to angle my camera a little bit so I can like. Oh gosh, I didn't realize. Yeah, see that guy's a tether, he's not running it away, so he's taking a ton of damage. Our poor healer. Oh. I did my job. I mean, tank burn sprint. I might as well burn sprint. I'd probably use it right around here. You can like sprint all the way up and over. Oops. Oh no. I got chunked. Alright, we shouldn't take any more damage. Appreciate that healer. Whoops. Wait, how am I throwing all these spells on dual cast? I've never been... Wow, I'm like really off. Okay. I'm set up for at least like a double swing for the melee AoE. Oh. Drop everything. Wow. Our tank does not seem particularly good at dodging AoEs. Unlucky. But I'm not healing. I know why my AoE rotation is usually good at 3+, so I do single target. Cool. Killing a lot of dragons. And or men turned to dragons. One of the two. This guy's changed a lot. Used to have all these like bombs that would go around and eat gas clouds. You had to like kind of leave some of them alive. Kill some of the bombs. It was a really difficult one to teach people how to play. I gotta stay in. And this is too small of an arena to backflip, so we are stuck. Like being a normal person. The worst thing you could possibly be. I think we could just go like this. There we go. Go. Not too shabby. This iteration of the boss is pretty decent. Not too complex, still pretty fun. Kind of weird. I'm gonna stay in and then kind of go over to here-ish. I like this part. This part's pretty cool. well, the next part. This is kind of whatever, but the next part's pretty cool. What's about to happen's cool, guys. Trust me. Yeah, this bit. Environment falls over. You run across the bridge. I like this whole section. It's cool. Wow, our ninja's trying to get himself squished. Ninja? Yeah, ninja. Okay. We've cast fire spell. This bit's also super fun. Really like it. All the dragons together. Oh, nice. Okay, we're good. I'm glad. Running up to the top here. Get all the dragons. Like hatchet him out of stuff. It's weird. I want to tank too because there's a lot of like aggro to go grab because they all kind of come in and semi waves. I think you could also get them in faster than this. I think we were like not really grabbing them all that well, but it's fine. Oh, more of them. This is a little bit of a caster's nightmare because they die so quick. Half the time your cast target gets murdered before you have a chance to do anything about it. Hopefully they don't start the fight while we're watching the cutscene. That would be very cringe. I think we're okay. Not too long. Oh gosh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. Oh, and I wasted all my... Okay. Bye-bye, all my mana. Hot wing, or hot tail. I really enjoy the, now it's hot wing. Where's hot chip? I really enjoy the extreme version of this. Of not of this, but the extreme Nidhogg is like really fun. We did all of the Heavensward extremes a year or so ago. A lot of fun. That Noton's kind of a waste. Forgot this was still in the fight. That's this. Ah. Where is he? Oh, it's the AoE section. I don't think you have to heal. Yeah, Stydian's no longer here to heal. You used to have to heal a Stydian during this section. Or he would die and you wouldn't know, you wouldn't realize it. And then it was just GG's. Holy cow. Alrighty. Yeah, the rework of this fight's pretty good. Anyone like to keep me alive? Good. Thank you. I appreciate you getting the stack up. Oop. Oh my goodness. That's a very much dead tank. Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Ba, ba, ba. You can have it. I will take that, and you can have it. Okay. That's gotta suck. Every time you go after your own freaking eyeball, it just knocks you out of the sky. I would use my own eye against me. The time hath done naught to dilute this thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee on once, and it shall do so again.
No, Worm. This ends here.
And chonk. Note his armor, by the way. Goes. Now he's the Crimson Dragoon. Weird that it's a different color, right?
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Oh, here we go. Back half the crystals, half the blessing of light. The element of thunder. Lightning and a thunder. Knows electricity is purple? Yes. Right. It's purple.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
Oh gosh. The Forgotten Knight. Oh my gosh, he's the... Oh, okay. Wow, I only really realized that on my second playthrough. Crazy.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Durandare, and Zemile. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Alright, migraine vision over.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
No, it's just that can't be Nidhogg's eye.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Graceful, Grace.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Mm-hmm.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
That it do.
"'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Check the recording length.
The song begins.
Alright, we're gonna do this quest and then probably just wrap it up. As fun as this is, I think it's a great spot in the telling of the story. Go ahead and bring this to a close. We'll be beginning next time with our answer. A. Questions. This brings us to the end of the section, which is like, yeah, let's just go ahead and close. Not sure what the upcoming schedule is going to be looking like, but I do think we'll be playing. We'll be definitely doing some more streams this week. Forward to that. Don't know what's going to get uploaded to YouTube's, but there you go. We are going to get answers. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. Yeah, I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength.
I'm very happy to give this back on. Oh, time for a migraine. After the story.
Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatoska's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. Isn't Ratatoska a squirrel? I'm sorry.
She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elezen. But thou enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatoska her life, and to me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Hraesvelga, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster upon our lands. Surrender thee and I to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother.
I think blood brother.
So he acquiesced with a aged Nid for no other reason to keep him alive. My vengeance is begun! Thou hast borne witness to the scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldrath had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace of my beloved, so dearly desired, had been shattered by thine own kin.
Her own kin, but whatever.
Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you, should the bond we have share ever weaken.
It's great. Fantastic. Wonderful. It's also killing my voice. A lot of dragons. A lot of dragons this time around. Dragons with very growly voices. And to that end, first we shall bring things today. My vocal cords are ravaged. We are at a nice, great stopping point for this section of the game. But yeah, I plan to do some gaming after this design though. So if you're down to play some Overwatch, we'll hop on. But chat, that's where we're gonna end it. See you next time.